top 35 of Blue Lock were going against Japan under 20 led by Sei in 3 weeks, where if they win they can represent Japan, but if lose the Blue Lock project would end and none of them would be allowed to play anymore. Eigo chose the top 6 of Blue Lock, Rin, Ryusei, Karasu, Otoya, Kenyu, and Nagi, based on the performance against World 5, and divided them into 3 teams, while the remaining 29 players will choose any team to play against the other 2 teams, where they have to prove they're worthy for going against U20. Because of unbalanced division, the number 7 player, Bachera, would play twice. Rin and Ryusei forgot their anime genre. Nico hides his forehead because of acne, and later the voting time ended. Isagi Bachera and these others chose Team A, Chigiri Baro and these others chose Team B, and Ryo Gagamaru and these others chose Team C. The Japan Football Union Special Advisor, Hirotoshi, and U20 manager, Seiji, got help from a guy, Oliver, as they didn't wanted to let Blue Lock win and take over U20. For first match between A and B, Nijiro Hayari and Isagi, and Kyohei Kairu and Shigiri were randomly selected, and went to the field where whichever team does 5 goals first wins. Isagi and Rin teamworked and were about to score, but Shigiri stopped the ball. Suddenly Ryusei got the ball and scored the first goal for A team without looking. Karasu figured out everyone's playing style and scored the first goal for B team. Karasu got the ball again, but Isagi, Ryusei and Nijiro got in his way. Suddenly he passed it Otoya, who can move around silently without others knowing, and scored the second goal for B team. Hayari and Rin passed the ball to each other to get near the goal, but Shigiri and Otoya got in his way. Suddenly he saw the tiny open space between them and scored the second goal for A team from there. Shigiri went crazy fast to prove his worth, and passed the ball to Otoya, who scored the third goal for B team. Hayari passed the ball to Rin, but Ryusei got in the way that messed it up, which let Karasu score the fourth goal for B team. Hayari passed the ball to Nijiro, who passed it to Isagi, who tricked Karasu to get the ball, and passed it to Ryusei, who spin kicked the ball to score the third goal for A team. Karasu had the ball while Rin was blocking him. Suddenly Isagi took the ball and team worked with others to get the ball near the goal but failed to score. Suddenly Rin appeared and scored the fourth goal for A team. Isagi was disappointed as his body wasn't keeping up with his mind, so Hayari told him not to take time to think, but to move his body while he's thinking at the same time, like treating his thoughts as part of his body. Shigiri was about to score, but Ryusei stopped him, while Isagi passed the ball back to Hayari, which let everyone get near that goal. Hayari passed the ball, but Rin and Ryusei were going to ruin it again. Suddenly Isagi used his thoughts like part of his body, and scored the final 5th goal to win the match. Ryusei liked Isagi and thought about bringing him against U20, but Rin said nah. Later Hayari said making thoughts part of the body idea comes from the Tetris game, where you start slow, but as you go fast your body automatically reacts to the thoughts that come to your mind. In second match between Team A and C, Nagi and Ryo were about to score, but Ishikari used his tall height to stop the ball, while Igaguri passed the ball to Ryusei, but Gagamaru stopped it and passed to Kenyu, who passed through Rin and Ryusei, shot the ball towards the goal, and when Ryu tried stopping it, Nagi appeared and scored the first goal for C team. Ishikari and Ryu used their tall heights to pass the ball to Rin, who scored the first goal for A team. Ryo realized that everyone had surpassed their limits in some field to become better than him, and after remembering that he would go back to his money can't bring happiness life if he gets eliminated, he also surpassed all the stats and scored the second goal for C team. Later A team scored 5 and C scored 3 goals, which let A team win. Sei and his agent Dabity met Hirotoshi and Seiji, and when Sei said he was disappointed at the current U20, Hirotoshi told him to get anyone else he wanted, even someone above 20, to replace any U20 member, so Sei decided to choose someone from Blue Lock. Later at the final 5th match, A team won and Rin and Ryusei forgot the genre again, so Eigo electrocuted Ryusei and said he'd announce the final team after 6 hours. 30 seconds before the result, Isagi remembered that aside from the top 6, Ibachira, Baro and Ryo were the only 4 who scored a goal, while Eigo came there himself and announced the final 11 players. Rin with an average of 2.5 goals per game, who would act like the main character, and everyone would follow him. Goalkeeper, Gagamaru, who was most suitable for stopping the ball. 2 center backs, Airyu and Nico, as Airyu can use his tall height, while Nico can predict the ball's direction like Isagi and can stop it. 2 fullbacks, Shigiri and Bachera, who have great speed and technique. The defensive midfielder, Karasu, who is good at handling balls and is suitable to act as the heart of the team. Attackers who'll go through the opponent's defense, Otoya and Kenyu, as Otoya can move like he's invisible, while if it's a one-on-one, always bet on Kenyu. One of the 2 players between Otoya and Kenyu, Nagi, who can flexibly score goals, and the final one, who can keep up with and can control the main character of the match, Rin, the main character himself, Isagi. These 11 players are going against Japan U20. Ryusei wasn't added as it was either him or Rin, as they can't work together in such a big match, and because no one else is capable of keeping up with his playing style. Eigo had planned to keep Ryusei there just in case something happens to Rin, but 3 hours earlier Sei came there himself and took him for the U20 team. If Blue Lock hadn't agreed, Sei would have cancelled the match, hence not letting Blue Lock play with U20, which wouldn't let Blue Lock prove itself. Sei told U20 players he was disappointed at how much they suck, so the star player, Shudo, said ratio. So Ryusei attacked him, but the top of U20, Neru, Darai, Kazuma and Oliver, stopped him. After training, Eigo told Blue Lock 11 to master flow, which happens when the body moves itself as it goes into the thing it is doing, like how Isagi's body moved when he scored the goal. The brain must keep in a balanced state between boredom and anxiety, which is enjoyment, which a person can discover by knowing their special ability, training it to improve it, and setting a goal which you must challenge yourself to reach. Things like phones distract you from being 100%, but the right goal in mind can fire your ego up and can keep you in the flow to reach your goal, which is to subscribe to the channel. Finally, the goal is U20, so Blue Lock 11 must stay between boredom and anxiety to defeat them using flow.